Good evening, guys. This is Ariel. Welcome to my journey so far. So, I'm glad to have this thing back. I finally got my little tripod for my iPhone back. But for some reason it's kind of different. It's not like the same one. The other one, it's like I can just pull it up. It just rises up so quick, and I will like troll people. You want to do a podcast? But this one's kind of a little bit stiff. And that's what she said, of course. So now, man, this is what happens when I do things on over the evenings. I keep forgetting what I did yesterday, and you know what? I might have just like look at my journal, my to do list to see what I did yesterday. But yesterday, yesterday I made some optimizations with Newsbreak hosting so far. The first optimization is I switched from mid Midjourney to Stable Diffusion. Stable Diffusion, it runs in pay as you go, and right now I'm using the Ultra image because for some reason, like when I do the 3.5 medium, when I try to be cheap, and all of a sudden I'm like not getting the views as I used to, and I know Midjourney is like the best one. Uh, so, but Midjourney bot detector is like catching it, so it wasn't really much of a help for me. I would love to use the Midjourney, but I need to figure out how to get rid of that bot issue. It's like kind of annoying for me. So maybe because I'm doing too many articles, or maybe I have to do like slow, maybe like third like 2 articles a day. Another one is that I just got rid of that issue. The biggest issue was the file upload, because every image that I generate and upload, it keeps failing. And what I learned is that I had to um put like a dot JPEG on there, and that was the solution. Yeah, so I was just doing some, what is it? So this morning, the one of my media buying guys, Tamir, he showed me this spreadsheet, and I'm like blown away how he built it. Like he has an avatar for like young drivers, and then an avatar for family conscious, cost conscious, and he also created the script for me to build it out. And I'm like, wow, this is kind of amazing. I haven't really fully looked into it, but like, man, I think I got the good partner. So someone who can actually build things um on the back end while I focus on building out creatives. So then yeah, just for Facebook, there's other platforms where I can run this on my own. So but yeah, he's gonna be a big help to speed things up, especially full time and stuff like that. When I work full time, I've been having some issues with with ACA SMS, and the biggest one is goddamn screamers. Like I'm pretty good with dealing with like filtering out all the litigations and using I'm using like real time drop call data, but the problem is that I'm getting screamers. So my first question is, there's someone doing the same exact thing like I'm doing. Like someone knows that someone is also doing the drop call monetization. So they're taking the inbound calls, and for some reason, like they're doing it multiple times to the point where they're screaming. And usually my model when I do it, it's usually like I follow up, and it's like one time just to remain compliant. I don't want to risk it and do like a 2 or 3 text. So whoever is doing it is causing some issues, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out who that is. So the only thing I can do right now is put preventative measures in on there. So the first so one of the preventative measures is adding a duplicate checker. So usually when someone calls in multiple times, that's usually a screamer. So today I had this person that was been calling 34 times, and unfortunately we got paused by like 2 buyers. So we're like telling them, hey, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix our end. So I'm gonna do this. I think I should. I mean Thursday. It's gonna be a full break. You're not gonna see activity from me on Thursday, but Friday I'm gonna get things up and running. So the first thing I'm gonna do on Friday is develop a duplicate checker, and how it's gonna work is that if the same caller calls in 3 times um within 1 hour, then that person gets blocked immediately. So that's the first defense that I need to build out. The second defense is we're going to be using Assembly AI for AI transcription. And what I'm going to do with it is that it's going to analyze a call. And if that call is suspected to be a screamer, then we got to block that call right off the bat. And we're going to block that call across all accounts. So like when you're like like when you're scaling on some on like a platform like ACSMS, you're not going to be using one, you're going to be using 6. So right now I raise it up to 6, but I had to decrease it down to 4. So yeah, I'm trying to get fixed that. I kind of like I gave me, yeah, we traded platforms, or I think I talked about this yesterday, so I'm not too sure. I've been doing. You may notice that, yeah, today I've been like cleaning up my desk, and I'm like cleaning it up. I'm like clean, clean, clean. Everything's gonna go into the box, and if I really want to, and I have to make a decision. So you guys know what decision I'm gonna make. So it's I never done this before where I'm working like where I work fully independent, and it's kind of scary too. I've been always working for someone else for such a long time. So so with doing this allows me to have more opportunities on hand, and I'm already seeing it. People are just hitting me up, yo Ariel, oh yo, I saw you clean up your desk. What can we do together? So opportunities are just coming all of a sudden. So we're gonna see it. We're gonna see a new Ariel coming in January. Here I am in Miami, and yeah, I did talk to people about. Um, I'm thinking about. I don't know if I want to move to Miami or not. I think the only reason why I'm moving to Miami is, there's a lot of people there that are in the space, so I'm just gonna jump into the boat as well. Um, so, and plus, this guy Victor, yeah, this Victor, the cell phone millionaire, he sent me this apartment, and that apartment looks so nice. 2 bedrooms for 3K. You're not gonna get that in New York City because I'm paying 2,300. And like you can see that I'm like sitting in a freaking floor talking to you. It's not, and if like and for 1 bedroom in Miami, that's a really good price. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing it as, because yeah, New York City, you're gonna be paying around like 5K for a 2 bedroom apartment. So good luck with that. But honestly, I really do love New York City too as well. So it's gonna be a hard choice. So it's gonna all come up to this. I need to have like a main apartment because I do want to be a nomad. I already see my vision. I'm gonna be like a nomad where I already have my setup. I know exactly what my setup is. It's gonna be It's gonna be like my backpack. I'm gonna have like my MacBook, and then I'm gonna have my iPad, and those two are just gonna be it. Like I'm gonna have like 2 screens, and my iPad is gonna be versatile where it can act as like a note taker, as well as like a book reader, as well as a book reader. So that's what I've been using it for. It's very and that's what I like. I like things where it's like multi-purpose use. I don't like things where it's like only one use and that's it. Sometimes it's like this is, for example, like it's one use for this. And also I have a camera which is like only purpose is this, but like something like an iPhone and where it can do multiple things, I like to go for those tools, like kind of like a Swiss knife, or a Swiss Army wall. Um, so but anyways, I've been researching this software called NoCoDB because I'm currently using Airtable, and like Airtable's freaking expensive. I am like looking at it, I'm like, why is it so expensive? So I see like this no code database called, yeah, NoCoDB. I and I am And how I found this out is I went to a site called open source open source alternative dot two. So I went to that site, I typed in Airtable, and that thing popped up, and it was like it's like in technical preview. So I'm like, okay, this is the perfect timing for me to test it out. 150,000 records, which is more than enough for me to build out this call center AI transcription that I'm trying to build out, and I think it's gonna be also good for keeping track of my blog posts as well. um, I've been looking into my usage in Axiom, and yeah, I've been doing around 3 posts, 3 articles a day. So it's kind of like I'm going like, what is it? 3 times 24 is 72 articles a day, you know? But I'm gonna slow down on that. I need to do like 48 because I did some calculations, and I realized that I'm gonna be using up I'm gonna use up my browser automation usage in like 12 days. So I'm like, okay, let me just pull back a little bit. I want this to last for 30 days, not 12 days. So, and sometimes it all depends on the article too. Sometimes some articles get red flagged because I'm using AI generated content, and they're catching that. So I'm gonna slow down a bit, like maybe just post 2 articles per hour, so this way I don't get caught. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get those articles also set up on another platform called Substack. So I need to build out a browser automation for it. You know, the same thing like usual. Add a title, add the picture, add the add this on there. And from a friend, I've been telling from Nick. He's been telling me, okay, Ariel, you gotta get 20 posts before you sign up for MSN content partnership program. And the CPMs, if I'm not mistaken, is around $3 to $5 CPMs, which is really good if you're a writer. But I'm gonna be using AI for this. So right now, I mean, I right now today I did have plans to go to ice skating, but I'm like, it's kind of like a little bit late. So, so I'm probably gonna do that on I'm probably gonna do it on a Friday, and I'm going to make a decision. Yeah, on Friday if I want to do ice skating or if I should go to the bathhouse. Because I honestly I haven't been to the bathhouse for such a long time, and I'm better off just giving out those passes away if I'm not gonna go to the bathhouse for some time. I gotta use it or lose it. So, I'm gonna see what I can do. Um, but yeah, if you guys are watching this, before I stop the recording, I want to wish you guys a very wonderful Thanksgiving, and I want to thank you for following along with my journey so far. I know, the first thing you see is media buying journey, and then all of a sudden I'm talking about running a call center or doing AI automation. So you can see, like, sometimes I'm not that focused. Sometimes I'm focused on other things, or other times I'm dealing with fires. Like, I'm very multi talented in what I do, and so, but once I'm freed up from this 9 to 5, then I'll be able to have more time to put into things like this, like media buying, and to scaling some campaigns. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you so much for listening, and happy Thanksgiving, and happy shopping at Black Friday. So, and Cyber Monday too. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.